to understand and to love. When faced with unpleasant experiences, whether with loved ones or perfect strangers, we tend to tell ourselves that these experiences are here to teach us a lesson, helping us understand and embrace the imperfections more thoroughly. But to understand and to love, two words that might seem so straightforward, can take a lifetime to grasp and practice. I remember on our way back from the Life Management with Numerology course on the Mekong cruise, each of the members took turns reflecting on their thoughts and experiences. In our contemplation, it was the turn of a certain friend whose tears had already fallen before she could even share her story. She said, "Learning numerology, I couldn't help but feel so sorry for my husband and my daughter. Turns out, all the time, they've been enduring the strange personality of someone with so many six like myself." Here I would like to explain a little more for those unfamiliar with the characteristics of someone with an excess of number 6 in their birth chart. Typically, individuals with a balanced amount of number 6 often show exceptional creativity and love when they choose to pursue a positive lifestyle. They are the ones who would put their family above all else. However, if your birth chart has more than 2 number 6 combined with any additional 6 in your name, the surplus of energy can transform your creativity and love into an extreme, in turn hindering your path to happiness and peace. This excessive form of love and the inherent mood swings lead to very intense people displaying such possessiveness that their loved ones often feel suffocated. But how many of these people, so deep in their love, would accept such behaviors as strange and unhealthy? Instead, they would blame their loved ones for not being able to reciprocate their affection with the same intensity. Now with our friend, after 3 days in the program, she was able to draw her birth chart and finally discover the 3 number 6 in her birth date, month and year. Thinking back on the many occasions within her marriage, in her relationship with the daughter she so cherished, and in the many moments her beloved child would spurn her affection and love, so much that she would demand to move out the day she turned 18. She was brought to tears. For many years, she struggled to understand why, despite her unwavering devotion to her husband and children, they would fear and ultimately keep her at arm's length. With each falling tear, she realized, look in the mirror before you judge others. One must first blame themselves before blaming others. Her tears then were no longer those of self-pity, but those of compassion and empathy for the loved ones that have been braving her love for so long. The people on the coach comforted her, saying, "It's all right. Now you have found your issue and realized where you've gone wrong. You can work on it. When you get home, give your husband and daughter a hug, then slowly adjust yourself and your love for them. I'm sure eventually they will understand and love you back." The entire coach gave her a round of IQ's own unique applause, hands flourishing in the shape of a flower, and sent her their blessings. After this journey, I'm sure she would always remember to rid herself of the abandoned number 6 by channeling her energy into creative pursuits such as embroidery, drawing, music, or even something as mundane as house chores or cooking. She would finally be someone whose number 6 are not of excess but those of moderation in both love and energy. Cases such as mentioned above are not uncommon in our life management with numerology courses. Most people who attend the courses come for answers for their personal challenges, things such as why my husband is acting strange, or why my children are not listening to me, or why my colleagues are always in conflict with me, and so on. But after the program, more often than not, they stop asking such questions. They would come to understand that the problems does not lie with the other people, but with them. Just with their date of birth and simple calculations, they are able to uncover hidden aspects of themselves, of their strengths and weaknesses. This self-understanding is undoubtedly the crucial first step towards understanding others. As the old saying goes, know thyself, know thy enemy, and in 100 battles will never be defeated. Beyond self-discovery, delving deeper into another person through numerology has made it so much easier for us to understand and so to love those around us. In the past, we have found it difficult to tolerate certain behaviors in our family members, significant others, or colleagues just because we could not stomach a seemingly odd quirk or a fiery temper, or simply because we find them hard to love. But now, through the lens of numerology, we can better understand why they may behave in such a way. This understanding can solve many problems, in my opinion. Now, in the case this hard-to-love individual is just an acquaintance or a distant connection, it's often more convenient to simply let things slide, to turn a blind eye to their actions. However, with the loved ones or closer relationships, where conflicts are in fact much more likely to happen, at the very least, we might be able to find the reason for their supposed quirkiness. By understanding the reasons, we now know to remain calm and rational, to find effective methods and guide our loved ones towards positive change, to finally touch their hearts. Otherwise, as per human nature, without an objective mirror to reflect upon and teach us how to understand and love each other's imperfections, we may just resort to egoistic fights, leading to many undesirable consequences. No matter the error, it's not uncommon to see unhappy marriages full of passive-aggressive remarks or parent-child fighting almost every day due to such reasons. And because of that, occasionally we would hear of endearing stories like, "We are in this program because of our parents." They insisted that we have to participate in at least level 1 and level 2 of the program before we could get married. Even without asking, we could guess which parents it might have been, many of whom had already completed the program up to level 4 or 5, some as far as level 6. As such, they recognize the positive impact numerology has on our awareness and lifestyles. By encouraging the children to join the program, these parents hope to immerse their children in a pure and positive environment, so that they could gain self-understanding and learn to appreciate the strengths and weaknesses of their partners, leading to a more harmonious relationships. For instance, a man with a ruling number 3 might discover his potential for patriarchal tendencies and an inherently pragmatic nature. This self-awareness can help him avoid dominating his partner and foster a more balanced, harmonious relationship. Or a woman with a ruling number 8, known for her independence and self-sufficiency, might benefit from expressing her softer side and connecting more deeply with others. This can help prevent feelings of isolation and suffocation for both herself and her loved ones. Or perhaps you'll discover together what you can do to communicate better, to connect and share with each other, which is like filling in the missing number 5. This is especially helpful when neither the husband nor the wife has the number 5, and both of their personalities are more reserved and less open. Or maybe each person will know to be more mindful and listen to their partner more and to curb their selfish ego if they have more than two number ones. Or we will know how to lessen our perfectionism, our demanding tendency, or setting overwhelming expectations for ourselves or for others in the case of having too many number nines, and so on. We all face unique challenges and lessons in our life. Each person has their own distinct personality, strengths, and weaknesses. Today we come to accept one another for who we are, to understand and love each of our flaws and imperfections, to strive for a better version of ourselves together. Is the day we truly pass the test of understanding and loving in this life. Many children come to our life management course with Numerology. Most of them are sent by their parents for personality and career counseling. However, few of these parents realize that deep inside these children are feelings with no way out, and all of them are about their parents. My parents always treat me like a child. They never give me the space to grow and do what I truly want. They will always be the ones who make decisions in the life that should be mine. My parents decide which schools we enroll at and who we should be friends with. My parents give us everything materially, but we are only hungry for their affection. As I watched the children's faces during the sharing session, I couldn't help but wish their parents were there to hear their hearts. Some of the other parents present during the children's sharing may have begun reflecting on their own families for the first time. Many parents believe their life experiences give them more grounded, more reliable perspective on life. However, each generation faces unique challenges, and the parents' perspectives may not always align with their children's needs. In these circumstances, open and honest communications is essential. Only when parents set aside their egos and children courageously express their thoughts can a genuine connection based on understanding and love be forged. Don't expect others to fully understand you. Sometimes we ourselves struggle to comprehend our own inner turmoil and feelings. Why then do we seek complete understanding from others? To understand and to love someone is a journey that lasts a lifetime. The key is to look at each other, listen attentively, and work together to untangle any knots and build a lasting bond. Best wishes of peace and love to everyone. October 2024, Lê Đỗ Quỳnh Hương and Make You Team.